What's up, guys? This is day 8 of building my Chrome extension in public. Today was a debugging day for me. I spent the whole day fixing this specific bug, this one bug my extension has had for a while. And I am very disheartened to say that I didn't fix it. After all the hours I spent, it did not fix. Let me just tell you what the UI looks like for the extension. It has a floating button on the browser, and when the user clicks on the button, it opens up a sidebar. In the sidebar, there are like 5 buttons, and each button represents the features of the extension. The bug is when the user clicks on any of the buttons multiple times. Let's say the user is cycling between each button. The user is clicking from button 1 to 5 in a cycle manner. Randomly the sidebar starts closing. It just blinks for a second and closes just like that, which is very annoying. I tried debugging it with Claude. I used Sonnet and I used Opus 4.1. I was going in loops with Claude. From my understanding, it has something to do with the mutation observer or event bubbling or something to do with the inner HTML. For example, the floating button, it doesn't have a logo right now. Instead, I'm just using an emoji, which I have added onto the button using a inner HTML. So maybe it's that, but it could be any of these 3 issues, or it could not be none of these issues. I don't know. I tried. I have been trying for a long time, but I gave up. All right, because like I said, it's 3 a.m. here, and I need to go to bed, and I'll tackle this tomorrow with a fresh mind. That's what I'm thinking. For me right now, what I feel is the biggest thing I'm lacking is because right now I'm like this is the first real problem I've faced with developing this project, developing this extension, which is good because I have to get over this obstacle somehow. But I do feel a bottleneck right now because if I did have good enough coding knowledge, I could have fixed this issue way quicker. Because when I was designing the UI, I was able to fix the issues. I was in fact able to design the UI pretty well myself without having to rely on AI tools. At first, I tried to make a rough UI with AI, and it wasn't coming out well, and I was wasting time prompting. And since I have a decent understanding of design and UI design principles and all that, I was able to just design the UI myself in Figma and develop it quickly. With that, I was able to save a lot of time because if I didn't do that, I would have to like prompt everything, right? And even when I developed the UI with Claude, once I designed it, there were some bugs in the CSS. There were some things that I needed to modify. And since I knew CSS, had a basic understanding of CSS, I could modify it myself without having to depend too much on Claude. But in the case of JS, I understand the code, I can read the code, I can explain the code, but my coding knowledge isn't like knowledgeable enough for me to like debug it myself. Yeah, I'm stuck there, but I'm confident I can figure it out tomorrow. Right now, I'm not gonna break my head over it. So yeah, that is it for day 8. It's a pretty short video, I guess. But it is what it is. I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.